Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. Let me do some quick update on Quant. I believe I haven't done one in a while. Okay, Quant, we were in a falling channel which broke out to the upside. We thought it's really bullish. The measured move of this breakout of this channel from down here, 109 to 130, that's 21 points. So technically we should have gone to 151. Quant didn't follow through, and at the moment we are forming some sort of another descending channel, or it could be a wedge. Let me draw another green line over here. It's some sort of a broadening wedge, which is a bullish pattern if it's falling. So we have one touch up here, down, up, three. The fourth one, we didn't get one to the upside. So to the downside, if Quant breaks 101, as you can see, we respect these levels. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I've had these levels forever, the 101.51, and for some reason we came to the 101.64, very close, not the 101.51 is what I had. And then we have the 114.39. You can see these candles respecting it. This is on the daily chart. And I have to the upside the 131. Now my resistances to the upside, what I'll be looking at for Quant, just purely looking at this structure, the wedge. If I say tomorrow Quant pumps crazily, it's 121, obviously followed by 131. Will we get there? I think we have bigger levels to contend. I think we'll be facing the 112 before that. These are daily levels. We have the 108, and I think this is the 106. So 106, 108, 112, 111. 108, 16, 108 and 111 are your levels to the upside, but the biggest level of them all to watch for Quant, if we want to continue higher, we really need to get above this. Let's look at where is our volume, where is 75% of trades being carried out, where we'll find some resistance and support. We are below the POC. The POC will coincide with this line. I don't think so we will get there, but I just want you to be aware of that. The 1-to-1. At the moment, yesterday, we lost the value area low. Reclaiming it was something bullish. We got a sort of a hammer, not really, but you know what I'm saying, a long wick to the downside with a body. Today should have been a bullish continuation, but we see we're still breaking it on the daily. Let's look at the 4-hourly. Let me just draw a horizontal line so we know where's the bottom of that, where is the value area low of this fixed range volume. Okay, so if we go to the 4-hourly or 15 minutes, let's look at what are we doing at that level. The 104.12 is our value area low. We are struggling at it, and if we can't claim it, we are definitely coming to kiss this 101. Now, levels of liquidity, or levels where a lot of trades have been placed. Let's look to the downside on the 15-minute. I don't have anything on this chart. Let me go to another chart. Not the futures chart. Maybe I'll see something clear. Mostly to the upside. On the hourly, not much price action. I'm going to pull up Quant USD. Maybe Quant USD, if I have a chart somewhere else, it may show me levels of liquidity. Coinbase would be a nice one. Let's look at Coinbase. So on Coinbase, same thing, 4-hourly. Basically, I'm looking for the shaded areas. The only next shaded area close by is going down towards yesterday's wick. Daily, nothing. Let's go to the smaller time frames, 1 minute, 5 minute. Let's go to the 1 minute. You would find more of that in the 1 minute. Okay, to the downside, I don't have anything much for Quant. But as long as Quant is below the 104, it's coming back to the 101. Okay, now on the weekly, we see some clarity. We have some vectors here down at 80, 78 and 76, and down here at around 47 to 39. These are zones of interest. Can we get there? We could, not in one candle, definitely. The problem with this is that we've moved up, and then as strong as the same strength we moved up, we came down, and you could see this 1 week candle which was very bearish. Look at that violet candle. Now let's take a fib retracement to see where we are with Quant. Are we going to get a bounce? Are we at the 0.618? We are below our value area low, so that's not a nice thing. We are falling below the 0.618 as well, so the value area low, this is on the weekly, we are below the 0.618. Let's go on the 4-hourly. Definitely we are below the 0.618. Next level would be the 0.786 at $80. Will we get there? No, because we don't have to get there directly. We have a level of support at the 101, what was it, 101.5. Exactly at the bottom of this wick. Could we form some sort of a double bottom? As we see, we came down here, we formed some sort of a double bottom here, and we kind of pumped. We came down again. We might form a macro double bottom, Gartley or harmonic, whatever you want to call it. It could be some weird W formation, starting from the top here, comes down. This is one leg, next leg incoming, maybe we'll stop somewhere here, 0.786, then continue higher. It's very possible. But the bullish outlook for Quant, we are losing the 0.618, but we could come down to 0.786 and still be bullish. So if this is a 1, and all the way up here it was a 1, and we are coming down in a 2, and say we stop over here, we don't go any lower, Quant can easily see the 289 up to the $405. If we come lower to that $80 zone, I believe the 0.786 was, somewhere around there. Let's pull a fib retracement again and see where's our 0.786. Our 0.786 could bring us down to the $80. So if we come down to the $80 mark, let's go down to the $80 mark. How bullish would Quant look? Quant could still see the 267 to 382. This might be in the next 6 months. It won't happen in one candle. It would take some time. I don't really have a very bullish outlook of the market because of the macro, but I just want to show you what I see. This move up was very strong, very impulsive. I'm pretty sure it hit something like the 1.618 or the 2.618. I think it's a 1.618. Let's see that. So that could have been an ABC, and it's done. We came all the way up very close to the 1.618, as you can see. Not far from it. We came at around 228. 1.618 was at 238, $10 apart. Now, if that was a correction, and this was an impulse to the downside, and this is just a correction for Quant, then Quant has a bigger leg coming down. We pulled up from that move down to the upside. We almost hit the 0.5, which is acceptable for a wave 2 if this is going to be a 1, 2, 3 to the downside, 4, 5. And if you want to take a projection, the projection to the downside, the 1-to-1 will take you to negative 162. I don't think so that will happen. I'll go for a smaller projection to get some realistic targets over here. So if we go to this and we look, how far did we retrace from here to the lows? We came very close. We wicked the 0.5 fib, as you can see. So the trend-based fib could take us and show us possible targets for Quant. 1, if this was a 1 to the downside. This is on the weekly, so you don't see the wave structures clearly. 2 to the upside. We could come to $30 or even $81 for a bounce. That 81 has a confluence with the 1.618 that I was showing earlier. And the same time, it has confluence with the 0.618 fib, fib extension from here. All right, that's for Quant. Short term for Quant. What do I expect for Quant? Quant could easily range here, awaiting CPI tomorrow. We might get CPI data that supports the market. Could be bearish for the dollar. However, the dollar is showing some strength today. Let's look at Quant over here. We are trying to hold at 101 on the weekly. On the daily, we are below that. So if today this candle closes above the 101.51, that could be considered bullish short term. I would really like to see it recover last week's low, which stands at around 106.39. So 106.39 could be a lot to ask for, but if we can get, for starters, above the 101, that would be a start. 106.39 next, then we could be aiming for the 111 or even the 114. Once you get above the 114, you trade it to the 50 EMA, or this is on the weekly. You could take a look on the 4 hourly and see where do you stand on the chart. Still looking bearish. 1 hourly, it's not really bearish, but I don't like this. Once we get a pin candle with a long wick to the downside and a demand, I would like to see it moving, reclaiming the previous highs before the breakdown. But this kind of movement is not promising, but I've seen this also in crypto a lot. We get something like this. You get a move like this, a down move. Then you get an up move. You're thinking you're going to have a V-shaped recovery. Then you kind of peter out. You come this way. And then all of a sudden, you start sneaking back up. You start sneaking back up over here, sideways. And then all of a sudden, you see you have higher prices. You could come to recover this candle that is at 109.785 because we had a quick move down. We could come and recover that. Okay, hope you liked the update. If you did, hit the like, subscribe to the channel, join the free Discord if you haven't already. And if you really like to support the channel, there is a link in the channel description and in the video description that says buy me a coffee. Appreciate you for giving me your time. The most valuable asset you could ever have is time. More trades, I'm out.